Welcome back everybody to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 67. If you happen to be new here, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on every hyped sneaker. Essentially in this series, we go over sneakers that receive updates throughout the week. For example, some of those may potentially include some Jordans, Yeezys, and more. But with that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump right into the first update. Kicking it off, let's discuss the Jordan 1 MOCHA restock, since that's why I believe you guys are here. Specifically, let's discuss what already has restocked and what is still going to restock. In fact, we have one that is actually planned for tomorrow. Hopefully you guys did have a chance to watch my video regarding these restocks, and if not, don't worry, we do still have more to go. So just 2 days after I did post a video, we had already seen DTLR beginning to restock. However, they did not restock full size run, they only did restock a couple of pairs. And since it is Shopify, that's essentially an impossible manual cop. However, DTLR did post that apparently that wasn't a drop and that they do have more. Because remember, DTLR did have delayed shipments and they were still supposed to do their initial drop. But they still haven't done that. They've only restocked several pairs here and there. They've been hyping up their delayed drop since the 31st, but haven't really said much else regarding it. But they did do a few more of these, so I'm certainly quite confused. There's still hope that they may still drop, but now since they have already loaded the pages like morons, variants are already out, allowing for much more efficient bot checkouts, so that does unfortunately suck for manual guys. Then we also got some Shop Nice Kicks restocks. No full size runs, unfortunately, just very few sizes, so again, pretty much impossible manual cop since it is Shopify restocks and not even full size runs. However, I do still send those links on personals for you because I don't count the sizes that would cost an extra 3 seconds or so, which is pretty crucial when it comes to Shopify. Had it been a big restock though, some may have been able to cop, so I always send to be safe. And as you could see, there was only 4 pairs on one and there was only slightly more on the other, so you aren't not copying because I'm sending late, but rather because there's only 4 sizes. Bots already take those instantly because people leave tasks running all day. Again, why do I post when it's only 4 sizes? Because I don't count the sizes. If I see MOCHA, I send MOCHA. That's it. This will eventually pay off when the restock is actually going to be big. Moving on, for foot sites like Shopify, I stated that we will definitely be seeing some here in the restocks video, and sure enough, we did. Now first, on November 4th, footlocker stated that they are not expecting a restock, but you guys need to keep in mind, they said this same exact thing before the big Royal Jordan 1 restock. Also keep in mind the mass amount of cancels foot sites give out due to payment verification and fraud detection with aid and encryption as of early 2020, so they definitely have plenty of pairs that they need to restock or at least give out somewhere. So this is straight up f***ing lies, but I still give them the benefit of the doubt considering they worded it as we are not expecting, which is true considering the support reps in charge of replying to Twitter questions have no connections to restock plans unless they are specifically told to announce it. Well, sure enough, on the very next day, November 5th, we saw our very first foot site restock for these, Foot Action specifically. Certainly not a massive restock, but it was definitely quite notable. Quite a few people in Endurance actually hit. I did tweet out on personals for you, and it seems very few people copped manual, sadly. The good news is we still have 4 more foot sites that not yet restocked any pairs following canceled orders. Footlocker, Champs, East Bay, and Kids Foot Locker still have not restocked anything. Keep in mind, it did take the Royals about 2 weeks to restock, and we already saw Foot Action restock, so it's really only a matter of time until those do. And finally, Snipes has just loaded up the page for the Jordan 1 MOCHA again. They will now be restocking tomorrow, November 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Snipes does do a queue, so you could try to use multiple Chrome users. They don't IP ban too heavily, unlike Finish Line and JD Sports. They're not too sensitive, so you could try to open up a few of them and hope that you do eventually get through. Now, if you are watching this video and that had already happened, the restock already happened, I highly suggest that you enable post notifications for this channel so you don't miss out on urgent things like this. Also, make sure to follow personals for you and my Twitter, KeithAdam10, so you're always 100% updated on all of this. Now, moving on to other Jordans with the MOCHAs out of the way now, we just got the official release date for the Jordan 1 Mid Homecoming in women's sizes, as they have just loaded onto Nike sneakers. They're currently set to drop on November 18th for $130. I do expect these to be profitable, easy small profit at the least, and potentially more than that in the larger sizes 10 and up. Remember, larger sizes are better for women's Jordan 1s, essentially the contrary to men's Jordan 1s. These are also expected to be a fruitful hold. Moving on, we got our first in-hand look at the Starfish Jordan 4. These will be dropping on January 21st for $190 in women's sizes. These do have decent potential for lunch money in larger sizes, but nothing too significant. Moving on, we have some really upsetting news that I hate to bring you guys. It does look like the Trophy Room Jordan 1s will not be releasing this month. Unfortunately, we will have to wait until early 2021, confirmed by Marcus Jordan himself. Luckily, the release itself is still confirmed, just not as soon as we had hoped. Again, expect these to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin when they do end up dropping. Then on January 9th, we will be getting the Jordan 1 Volt Gold for $170. Expect easy small profit with these with a decent margin when they do drop, nothing too significant though. We'll also be getting the Jordan 11 25th anniversary on December 12th for $220. I definitely like the prom nights more, but for $30 less, I guess you can't go wrong with these either. In terms of resale, I'm not expecting anything too good, but we will have to see as we do approach the date. And finally, for Jordans, just a reminder that the Jordan 5 drops in Europe tomorrow, November 7th, and US will be November 12th. In terms of resale, I'm not expecting anything too notable, especially since retail is very high on these at $220. However, large sizes should be able to get you a little bit of lunch money if you don't have tax in your location, but that's about it. Nothing too crazy on these, unless we do see that hypothetical jump of 10% following the drop. But since stock is pretty high on these, I don't know if I'm really expecting that. Perhaps maybe for a few days or so. Again, not really a significant drop, but I definitely need a personal for these. I love that Tokyo 5 part of this. Moving on to Yeezys now with Jordans out of the way. If you didn't see my November sneakers to resale video, which I highly suggest watching, you may have not yet seen the Yeezy 500 Utility Black will be restocking at the end of the month on November 30th. Certainly a banger to end the month with, considering these are expected to be very profitable with a good margin. Not quite as profitable as they are now, but nonetheless a good cop for sure. Just one of the many November releases to look forward to. Moving on, it is now confirmed that the Yeezy 350 Fade will be Asia exclusive. This certainly changes a lot in terms of resale. At this point, you should expect all sizes to be profitable, especially those under 8. Nothing too crazy, but much better than what was expected initially, which was essentially nothing. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. And lastly, for Yeezys, we now have official images for the Yeezy 700 V3 Safflower, and remember, these do drop November 14th for $200. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin. Definitely another drop to look forward to this month. Now, with Yeezys out of the way, let's move on to some miscellaneous sneakers, starting off with the Air Max Magma Orange. These already released in Europe quite a while ago, but now they will finally be seeing their US release on November 19th for $140. Primarily just personals for these, but you can make a little bit of lunch money on sizes 11.5 and up. Bigger the better, of course, if you guys do have no tax in your state. If you do have tax, only really 12 and up at best. Moving on, we got official images for the Dunk High Orange in grade school sizes. So this is definitely nice to see that we are getting these in grade school pairs now, since those will definitely be very profitable with a very good margin too, and hopefully we do end up seeing more grade school pairs. Then we also got official images for the SB Dunk Ceramic, which drops on November 19th for $100. Definitely expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin. Moving on, courtesy of Cop by Jay, we got an in-hand look at the Dunk Low Black and women's sizes. These will be dropping in early 2021 for $100. Definitely expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin. Then in December of this year, we will be getting the Dunk Ambush High. Expect these to be very profitable with a good margin as well. I'll keep you guys updated, of course. Images via Wogan Woda Yang. And last but certainly not least, to end it off with the banger for today, the PlayStation Dunk Travis Scott Low that we discussed last week that I did state should be seeing the public release is now officially confirmed. Sold a Brief also posted something similar today regarding this, so just one of the many drops to look forward to, and of course, I'll keep you guys updated regarding this and how to cop these, so remember to enable notifications and subscribe. When these do drop, definitely expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin. But anyway, that will conclude it for today. Feel free to leave a like if you did enjoy, or you perhaps perhaps learn a thing or two. Also, feel free to check out the links in the description below for reliable, fast, residential proxies or pre-verified Nike and Adidas accounts. And last but not least, remember to follow KeithAdam10 and Personals for You so you always stay 100% updated on any urgent info, such as some of the stuff that we were talking about today. With that, I'll see you guys later though. Enjoy the rest of your day and good luck on all these upcoming drops, especially the MOCHA Restocks.